legacy of African American participation in the armed forces dates back to our first war, the Revolutionary War. During the Civil War, over 180,000 black men fought for the Union Army and volunteer regiments. But it wasn't until after the Civil War that African Americans could enlist in the regular army. In 1866, Congress created 6 segregated regiments, which were soon consolidated into 4 black regiments. They were the 9th and 10th Cavalry and the 24th and the 25th Infantry. They would soon become known as the Buffalo Soldiers. There are many theories as to its origin, but the nickname probably started on the western frontier with the Cheyenne, who thought the hair of the black soldiers resembled the fur of the buffalo. The buffalo were revered by tribal leaders, so any comparison between men and buffalo was considered high praise. African Americans became feared and worthy opponents. The Native American description was first mentioned in a letter from a frontier army wife to a popular magazine in 1873. Referring to the 10th Cavalry, Mrs. Frances Rowe wrote, "The officers say that the Negroes make good soldiers and fight like fiends. The Indians call them buffalo soldiers because their woolly heads are so much like the matted cushion that lies between the horns of the buffalo." The soldiers seldom used the name amongst themselves, but they did accept the name as complimentary. The symbol of the buffalo was eventually incorporated into the crest of the 10th Cavalry Regiment. Troops of all 4 regiments assigned to the Pacific Commands during the Spanish-American and Philippine-American Wars departed and returned through San Francisco. Following those wars, soldiers of the 24th Infantry and 9th Cavalry were garrisoned here at the Presidio, San Francisco. Over 400 Buffalo soldiers never left the Presidio, so they're buried right here. No matter where their duty station was located, though, the Buffalo Soldier regiments remained segregated, and with only a few exceptions, the officers in charge were Caucasian. The courage of the men of these black units meant not only valor in the face of physical danger, but also the spirit to stand in service to the United States despite discrimination and segregation and the Jim Crow laws. So eventually segregation ended and those legendary units were disbanded. Private William Thompkins served in the Spanish-American War, and on June 30th, 1898, he and 3 other black soldiers participated in a daring rescue of wounded troops near Tayabaco, Cuba. After 3 failed attempts by other units, Thompkins and his comrades voluntarily rowed a boat ashore under heavy enemy fire, retrieved the American and Cuban soldiers, and returned to their transport ship without taking any losses. All 4 privates were awarded the Medal of Honor. He's buried right here at the San Francisco National Cemetery at the Presidio. Let's go visit Private William Thompkins.